As we begin the new financial year, business and consumer confidence seems sluggish. So how will this affect the property market? Shane Oliver, chief economist at AMP, predicts that a lot rests on the incoming budget measures.
Well, there's no doubt that the budget, not so much the dollar values in the budget, but all the talk about welfare cutbacks, increasing retirement age, all those sorts of things have negatively impacted confidence. Not so much business confidence, it's held up reasonably well, but particularly consumer confidence has had a bit of a fall, and there is a risk that could affect demand for housing, properties and so on over the next few months. My feeling though is that if the budget is to get through the Senate, the government will have to soften a lot of the measures, so I think a lot of the hit to confidence will gradually fade over the next few months.
When it comes to interest rates, Oliver predicts they will hold due to unemployment numbers.
In the very short term, we're still in a sort of an uncertain phase for the Australian economy. The mining investment boom, as we all know, is phasing down. Other sectors of the economy, like housing construction, have picked up. But we're still, I think, in an environment where unemployment will remain around the sort of 6% level, probably out over the remainder of this year. Then through next year, the unemployment rate should probably start to fall again, to come off, as the economy picks up pace. Against that backdrop, I think the Reserve Bank will leave interest rates on hold. They feel that they've cut interest rates enough. They're down at record lows. There's still uncertainty though about the economy, so they're not going to be jacking rates up anytime soon. So I think probably at least another 6 months of rates being on hold, then maybe sometime through next year, probably by the end of March, I think we'll start to see interest rates heading up again.
Overall, Oliver states that the housing market has cooled a little, a welcome change.
What we have seen though is that in the first 6 months of this calendar year, the pace of growth has slowed down to an annual rate of around 6%. So just up 3% in the first half, multiply that out, you get about 6%. That's compared to a pace which was nearly double that through the latter part of last year. So I think the housing market has cooled off a little bit, and that's a welcome cooling, because on the one hand, you do want to see prices go up, but you don't want to see them shooting the lights out, because sooner or later the Reserve Bank might be forced to respond with higher interest rates. In other words, put an end to the surge in prices, because they'll start worrying about whether there's another bubble or what it means for debt, what it means for affordability. So my feeling is that the property market has moderated a bit. The budget impact on sentiment might have been a factor there. I think affordability has deteriorated a bit. And I think also people are a bit more cautious about taking on debt these days than they were, say, 5-10 years ago. So all of those things tell me the property market still moving ahead, prices still rising, but at probably around half the pace that they were through much of last year.